Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us again for episode number 10 of D&D with Doodoo on the Four Roads Out of Warba podcast. With me, as usual, are my patriots and my enemies for the game. Starting out with the Bort. Hello, sir.
Howdy.
And the Bob.
Aye.
And the Tippy. Tater alligator.
Mm-hmm.
How's everybody doing, Bort? Anything happen that you'd like to talk about?
Doing fantastic. I'm off a trip to Arizona that I was on for the last episode. We're back from that and back home and getting back into the swing of life again.
Nice. I see the beard is awesome as ever.
Extra manly.
Yep. It's,
Cool.
Yep, getting extra poofy.
Nice. Can I braid it when you get it long? Like
There's
mine?
no chance.
No?
No.
You know, this is kind of crap, though. You look at you three. You have, like, the most manly beards and goatees. Look at this crap. Look at that.
And that's
It's
6
horrible.
months.
Yeah.
You'll-
Terrible.
You should be hitting puberty pretty soon, shouldn't you?
Just keep it drying. I think if you tried to get the mustache going.
Well, no, it'll get longer. It'll fill in more, but then it gets scraggly looking. So I look bad enough. I don't need it.
That's the mustache. Just,
Dude, I couldn't. Get rid of the mustache?
no, keep it.
Oh,
Just keep it.
Yeah.
I can't pull your dad. I can't do that. I'm not as manly as he is.
I was back on
Tippy.
episode 1 of D&D with Doodoo watching that today, and Tippy had a crazy, I think it was a full handlebar mustache for that first episode.
Yep. I grew it back last summer. Yep.
Nice. Anything new in your world there, Master Wizard Tip?
No, pretty much same old around here, except like we talked about earlier with shoveling snow off the roof and clearing out the ice dams. So
Good times. Good
Oh,
times.
too
And
much
how? Whoop. Go ahead. Sorry.
snow here for this time of year.
Yeah. Yep. And we're getting more tonight. Yay.
Hey,
Yay. And now we'll go to Bob the Beardless. How are you?
I have quite the manly. Look at that. Make it full screen, folks, and you'll be able to see it.
Yeah.
No, things are going well. It's warming up. I spent most of the day outside today getting a lot of stuff done out there. So light at the end of the tunnel, we got, 16 inches this last week, and the snow just got hammered. Do you guys get a lot in your areas?
Yeah, we got like 10.
Okay.
I'd say about 8 to 10 here. Yeah.
I got 3 down here, but we got 21 right before we left for Arizona, so it evened out.
Mhm.
Yep. It's
Yep,
winter.
I'm done with winter.
Yes. I don't. What the heck? I'll talk about myself. I got myself a CPAP machine, and it is awesome. I have no neck, and I snored a lot, and I got this little annoying nose thing where it blows air into you, and I've been sleeping so good. It's unbelievable. But I was laying there the other night thinking, and it'd be a good, question that maybe the 3-4 of us could ponder and answer. The other day I come home from work because my chest was tight and it was hurting. And so I thought, well, I was tired. When that happens, I get really tired. So I put my mask on and I laid into bed and I got to thinking to myself, okay, say I had a massive heart attack in bed and I died. What would happen? Because the machine would still be blowing air into my body. So would I like just blow up like a big old Macy's Day balloon?
I hope.
Or I wonder what would happen. What any ideas?
All right, if you're starting to feel like a lot of chest pain before you go to sleep, you're probably going to die. So put some duct tape over your mouth first.
Okay.
And then put that in there so no air will escape.
Oh, okay. All right.
And then, so I want to see you like explode. If you're going out, dude, I want it to be something that makes the papers.
Okay.
So.
All right. Yeah, that would be cool. Man explodes this machine.
You gotta aim for the stars, man.
You do.
Yeah.
Funny. All right, gentlemen. Well, let's get this here campaign back underway. You guys, in the last episode, had taken out my 2 beautiful trolls. And it was towards evening, so there was a crop of trees, a herd of trees, right off of the trail that you guys made a fire in and got yourself all full of belly and healed up, and it's morning now. As we discussed, if you keep going off of Master Wizard's map here, looks like maybe a day's walk to the little village of Toontown. So is there anything before you guys, if you guys are going to go that way, what is there anything you guys want to do before that?
Because we left off right after did we loot the trolls too once we killed them?
There was nothing to loot. They're trolls.
Okay. All right. So if we're just I say let's just walk towards whatever direction we need to go to some like civilization or something.
Okay.
That's what I thought.
Mort, you good with that?
Good with walking? Yep,
Yeah.
we're good.
All right.
Toontown's kind of like the commerce center of the central part of the island. That way, if we get there, we'll be able to probably sell some of our stuff and possibly buy equipment upgrades or whatnot.
Okay, you guys you start walking, and morning passes by seamlessly. Noon comes around, and I am going to roll my 20-sided to see if you guys, if anybody jumps out at you or you run into an encounter. And I rolled a 19, so yes, you will be having an encounter. I have 4 encounters written up, so I'm going to roll a 4-sided dice. All right, as you guys are walking around Noon, you hear singing and the clip-clop of horses' hooves coming down the trail at you. It sounds like a very good voice. Guy just singing, and it's getting closer. Clip, clop, clip, clop, clip, clop. You guys round a bend, and coming at you, you see a guy on a wagon, 2 horses pulling it, and he starts slowing down as he's coming towards you. Master Wizard, as far as I know, you're the only one that can read in the group. Maybe Bort. I know. No.
I can't read in real life, let alone a zombie mob.
So, Master, there's on the side of the wagon, you see some letters. on the. So why don't you give me an intelligence roll, if you would, Mr. Wizard?
Okay.
And Bort.
With my 20.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, hey, can we do a quick timeout of? I think people need to show those dice that you told them to get. Those are kind
Oh,
of cool. I don't
yeah.
have mine, but I think you guys show yours.
Well, you can show them next time. I had thought that. Oh, nice. Bort.
Nice.
Yellow and white with blue.
Nice.
Cool.
That's really cool. I thought it was time to up our game a little bit, so I asked the gentleman to go on Amazon or whatever and get some a full set of D&D dice, because after this little introduction campaign, after we wrap this up, maybe we'll go full on D&D. So, okay, Mr. Wizard, did you make your intelligence?
Yes.
Okay. You see on the side of the wagon, it says Egbert's Emporium. And the horse, the two horses slow down, right, and they stop right in front of you. And old Egbert's sitting on the wagon, and he says, "Good day, fine gentlemen. Would you be interested in trading wares?"
Say, what do you have?
Oh, I have stuff from all over the country. I have the finest spices in the East. I have the finest cologne in the South. I have furs from the North, and I have vegetables from the West. And I have coin to buy to add to my collection, if your goods are good enough.
Okay.
So that's what you hear when I talk as a zombie. You guys understand what I say as zombies. So what I said was ask if there's any enchanted stuff in there, like any more gems or magical stuff. See if you has anything of that.
I don't know. What I heard is I think I'm gonna go sniff that tree over there.
So anyway, I think one of you intelligent people should ask if he has any like mystical items.
Okay. Yeah, I'll ask if he has any enchanted or mystical and or magic items.
I may have a few things I've put away if you have the toots to pay for them. But in return, I would like to add to my collection if you have anything that you would like to, you would think that would benefit myself.
Why?
So you can go.
Why, kind
Bort?
sir? My name is Sir Bort. The first.
The first.
And you see, I'm a man of world renown, and I come with a bag full of glamorous items from around the world. So I ask you, would you like to buy 10 chairs, 3 tables, 11 candles, and for a limited time I have a sale on 8 burned up logs. I also have equipment. I have tunics and trousers and boots. I have clubs and daggers. I even have multiple short swords, which I've just always carried in case I dropped.
You do seem like a refined gentleman. How are you? Are you magic? How are you carrying all of these items on your person?
Bobs?
Well, there, kind sir. You'll be surprised to know that just around the corner, I have my own emporium of goods.
Oh, you do?
Emporium of antiquities and bolsterous bison.
Oh, bison. I seen one of them bison one time. It was the craziest thing I'd ever seen, one of them bison.
I have my items there. I specialize in selling specifically to trolls, but today in this one time, I would love to sell my wares to you to be able to spread Bort's wonderful emporium of antiquities to you, Egbert of Emporium.
Okay. I'm going to roll for Egbert. Because Egbert kind of, I'm going to see if he's interested or if he's like, competition. So I'm going to roll for Egbert. I'm going to roll against his constitution to see how he's feeling today. Oh, young whippersnapper, he says, as Egbert's kind of gray-haired and getting along in tooth. It's nice to know that there's young, fine gentlemen such as yourself to carry on the trade after I'm gone. I indeed would like to maybe take a look at a couple of your fine weaponries, and these chairs, are they from a fine castle somewhere that you have looted or bought?
Looted? Whatever are you implying, my kind sir? This is from the finest establishment that we have ever visited since we all have been to this land.
All right.
Half of them are broken and burned.
Very true.
All right. Well, good old Egbert, he gets down off the wagon then, and he comes over, and with him he has a scroll of his whole inventory, and he starts looking through what you have, and let's see. He'd be interested in maybe a couple of your short swords. He sees, don't you have a battle axe or a two-handed axe?
If he is interested in my equipment, what I would be willing, I have a leather tunic, 2 sets of leather trousers, leather boots. I have 2 spears, 2 axes, a club, a dagger, 3 short swords, 2 pieces of chainmail, a leather shirt, 2-handed battle axe that I don't want to give up, and a golden mace. And I don't know what the damage is for that, so I might not be willing to get rid of that.
Oh, he will offer you for 2 short swords. He kind of looks at the chairs and just he kind of looking at he's all right. I'll take 1 chair, 2 short swords, and that golden mace. He said, I will offer you 1,000 toots.
Now,
Translate.
Mr.
Translations. I interrupted you right now.
Mr. DM, I never got the damage on the golden mace. May I get that before I make my decision?
No, because you've never used it.
Zombie Bob's talking to you too.
Okay.
So
what?
Well, for DM, do I have regenerative ability?
You? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Ask him if he's ever had a authentic zombie arm. We can cut my arm off, and still move, and we can give it to him that way, and then I'll just grow it back, and then we can keep all our stuff.
I think it might freak him out and he'll run away, but
I'm sure he's seen worse. He's driving all magical things in his. What's it hurt to ask?
What is the problem with your companion there? He looks wolfish to me and speaks in a tongue that I've never heard before.
yes, but we have known our compatriot here for a long time, and we understand what he says. He is a magical creature of sorts with regenerative abilities, and he was wondering if he could trade you one of his arms for some of your wares, or one of his magical arms for some
His
of your
magical arms.
Yes, he will grow a new one just fine. I mean, he might scream and thrash and roll around a bit at first. He'll be fine by this afternoon.
All right. I would more interesting to me would be a foot. would be a foot, and if the toes would wiggle whenever I pull it out, would that happen?
Before we move on to that,
Yeah,
may I accept your deal?
absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you, kind sir.
Thank you very much.
And he thrusts his
Toots.
scroll with his inventory upon you, Bort, so you may look at it. Pretty much just like jars of bat wings, spices, you see a small head in a jar. One of them petrified head things. And he has, underneath this special category, he has three balls of wonder he has written down on there. And then sword of or it's a special sword, and then next to it he has green written on it. And then he very much apologizes because he had just came from Two Town, and they have bought most of his wares, so he needs to restock, is what he tells you. Okay, Zombie Foot.
Mhm.
He is very interested to Zombie Foot. He said he will pay for a zombie foot where the toes wiggle. He would pay 700 toots.
I would say, how about 800, because it's going to hurt. So I think Tippy has to replay that to him.
So that sounds like a fair transaction. However, this will hurt our friend and damage our travel abilities for the foreseeable future. But this is a very rare item, and we think it would be worth 800.
That is true. That is true. How does this regenerative stuff work? How quickly would he grow back his foot? Is it could I get 2 feet for 1,000?
I'll give him 2 feet, and I'll give him a little pinky for 1,500.
No.
Well, I will give you 2 feet for 1,000. I'll do that.
Okay, sidebar. How is this going to affect our travel, actually?
You're basically going to have to carry him.
Can I stuff him in the bag of holding? That'd work, right? If Bort can carry God knows how many tables, just gonna put Bob in the sack.
Just cut me into pieces and sell me.
Okay, so it's about noon, so there'd be 12 hours left in the day. 12-sided dice. Oh, geez. It'd only take them 1 hour to regenerate 2 feet.
All right, hack him off.
You want any hands?
No, your feet.
But does he want hands too for more money?
Does he want to wait an hour to get 4 feet?
No.
It'll be nice and new.
No, he's
Okay.
He's pretty much at his limit with the 2 feet for 1,000.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Somebody's got
he will regenerate within the hour, and he will accept your deal of 1,000 for 2 feet.
I have an idea.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
We have a venom-tipped dagger. What if we use this venom-tipped dagger to cut off the feet and thus be able to infuse Bob's leg stumps with spider venom?
Oh, I could grow little 8 spider legs on the bottom of my feet.
He said, "Oh, did you say that with him listening?"
No. We're talking within ourselves.
All right. Okay. Yeah, so he's just sitting there stroking his horse, waiting for a couple of feet. He's got his gold ready, or his suits ready.
I like the idea of cutting them off with the thing. Well, could you do maybe sprinkle a gem over the top of them to help with the mystical ability? Because I don't think you can just dump the venom on there and it would do anything. You might need a little magic for that. Or not? Okay.
He wouldn't be interested in venom feet. He wants 100% wolf zombie feet.
Okay.
Where the toes wiggle.
All right. So I guess somebody's got to cut my feet off. How's that going to work?
Sharp instrument.
All right. How about that 2-handed battle axe? Does anybody swing that hard?
Yeah, I'll pull out a 2-handed battle axe.
All right. All right. Well, Bort, you pull out your battle axe. And you put Bob's first foot on a stump and you chop it off, and Bob takes a bunch of damage, and then he puts the other foot up there. And Bob, roll against your Constitution, please.
All right.
Did you want to see what the battle axe did for damage?
No.
All
I
right.
have my Constitution 13, and I rolled a 12.
Oh. So you're fine.
Mhm.
I was going to see if you passed out or not, but you're fine. So, yeah. Bort swings the axe again, chops off your other foot. Egbert goes over there. He's got a couple sacks ready. He collects his feet, and he puts the gold, throws the gold at your chest there, wolf zombie guy.
Nice.
And retreats back in his wagon, dashes the feet away. He says, "I know a good buyer for these." He says, "I have a guy in the capital city that'll pay a fine price for weird oddities like this." He said, yeah, "Are you interested in anything on my list?" He says.
Tell me about this green sword.
Ah, green sword, he said, I bought off a witch. Couple years back, he said, and it's funny, he goes, whatever I keep this sword in, it there's always a hole in the container. It's like there's some kind of acid or something that drips off the blade of the sword.
Interesting. How much would said sword be?
Oh, this is a special sword. I know it's a special sword. I won't let that go for anything under 2,000 toots.
Hey guys, fill up.
Really? Huh. So I was thinking I would offer you 300 toots and not flood the market with zombie wolf feet.
Oh, good thinking, hey. Oh, you drive a hard bargain.
9:30.
I would take no less than 500 toots. And your promise that you won't cut any more of your companion's feet.
Why, sir, this was the toughest negotiation I've ever had, but I believe we'll accept.
All right. You lose 500 toots, and you gained a short sword that is 1d6 damage, and it's four-sided for it's a four-sided roll for acid and a six-sided roll for duration.
Does it do damage on top of that?
Yeah, six-sided worth of damage.
Okay.
So it's kind of like a buffer.
Okay, so 6-sided for damage, and then acid damage is a D4 with a D6 for duration.
For duration. Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah. Well, sir, you drive a hard bargain. He said, "Is there anything else on my meager inventory that looks good to you?"
Tippy, do you have anything to sell or anything like that?
Yeah, I actually do. I noticed that you sell furs, and you mentioned you were running low on inventory. I have 4 of the finest wolf furs and a very rare golden dog fur as well.
Oh, was the wolf fur related to your companion?
Nope, he may be a lot of things, but a kinslayer is not one of them.
Okay, all right. He will pay. He will offer you $100 per wolf fur, and that he really likes the look of that. Oh wait, let me roll for it here. Oh yeah, I rolled a 1. He really likes the look of the special dog fur, so he'll offer you 200 for that. 200 toots.
Okay, so that's 600 total. Let's see.
If you're interested.
I'm interested. Let's see what else I got here. Oh, I also noticed that you did not have any armor on your list. I do have some armor for sale, if you're willing.
Armor is heavy. Weighs my wagon down.
Okay.
I special weapons and oddities is mainly what I deal with. Now, if you had a glowing red batwing, I would certainly pay top dollar for that.
Don't have any of those. But,
Okay, all right.
But I might want to keep that one. Oh, goodness, I don't really have much else.
Well, you boys have treated me kindly. He said, so I will let you know that in the upcoming town, you will be able to sell a lot of what you have to the people that make their living in such wares.
Okay. Going back to
Falling asleep, kind sir. Mid-sentence.
going back to the furs. So that's 600 total. I noticed that he's really drooling over this golden dog fur. So,
Like a golden dog?
so I will say, you know what? That dog was very special to me, but where I go, I do not waste anything. So,
It was hard to have dinner last night.
I will let the total package go for 700 tunes.
Oh, it's worth it. You have a deal, young wizard.
Okay.
Do the Powerballs have any inclination or any pique or interest? Any? Translation? Like, I see that your zombie friend has been eyeing up these balls of power. He said, and he reaches in his tunic and he pulls out 3 of the glowing orbs that you guys are familiar with. One is red, one is blue, one is green.
Wait, the ones we're familiar with?
Yeah.
So I have 1 blue and 3 green right now.
You might have.
Or no, 1 red and 3 blue. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So if
okay, party talk right now.
Mhm.
Hey guys, what we could do, we could take one of our blue spheres, throw it at the guy's feet, electrify him, and then we could collect the other spheres.
You're gonna kill Egbert. I knew this. I thought about that right away, but I didn't. Come on. I'm shocked that you said it.
You can't kill everybody we come in contact with. I mean, we can, but
we have. I mean,
so that green one, that's that acid one, right? That one was one that melted that old lady, right?
And you.
Okay.
Yep.
But it'd be nice to have a green one.
So
in case we melt somebody again.
I told you that your aunt got a new phone today, and when I was bringing her home, I asked her to come up with a name for my traveling salesman guy here, and she come up with Egbert. And I said, I started giggling, and she said, "What?" And I go, "They're gonna kill Egbert. They're gonna kill Egbert."
Well, I thought about it, but I'm surprised that you guys actually jumped on and want to do it. Killers.
You know, here's my reasoning. What if we run into Egbert again, and since we were such good customers of him, or with him, he also offers us good deals in the future.
Or what if he kills us next time?
Unless he's got a small garrison in that wagon of his. I think I'll match him.
I talked to my conscience, and my conscience agrees we should be kind, and you guys should understand I was making a very dark joke.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I would like that green gem, though.
Green gem.
These gems. Oh. Thanks for the translation. Thank you. These gems come from a faraway place to the east, and they are made there. And it is no small feat to make one of these little babies. And he goes, with my price that I bought them for, and your guys's willingness to make a fair, good trade, he said, I will let the green one go for 500 toots.
It'd be nice to have in case we came across an enemy we needed to kill. You know, it does some damage. So.
My furry footless friend agrees.
Okay.
Furry footless friend.
I can't believe you're letting the zombie werewolf carry all these things. Yeah. He's either going to blow himself up or melt himself again.
He's not getting anywhere near my bag of holding and stash of tables and chairs.
I thought you were carrying me in your bag.
No, we don't need to. We'll just sit
So
around or have
who
lunch.
who do I give this to?
Oh.
All right, he hands it to you, and
I think we should need a luck roll right now to see if he drops it.
Are you going to pay the guy then, Bob?
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
I gave you an old hot dog. Do you want toots?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
So mark down the 500 and that you got. Okay. Is there anything else, fine gentlemen? It's been an hour, so your feet are regenerated.
I don't know. I'm good.
Nope. Nope, I'm good. I got my gem.
Bart?
Oh yeah, I'm good.
You good? All right. Well, you guys say your farewells, and he gets back in his wagon and he takes off the way you guys came, and you guys continue walking, correct?
Yes.
As you are walking, you see the you come up over a knoll, and ahead of you is a village that is surrounded by a wooden wall. Off to the right, there are some wheat fields and other garden plotted fields. And as you guys approach the gate, the path curves off to the left and then back to the right, and it goes around the village. And as you guys approach, you hear a shrill, listen to me talk, a shrill whistle. And by the time that you guys get up to the gate, there are 2 guards that have that are all chainmailed up, and they have those surcoats like you guys have on, and they are there's a it's a black circle, and in the center of it is a white dove. So those 2 guards have that on, and in the middle there is a rather fancy dressed gentleman impatiently strolling back and forth, waiting for you guys to approach. As you approach, he kind of runs forward towards you a little bit, and he goes, finally, our prayers have been answered. This the king has answered my letters for help from the city guard. He goes, there must be more of you, though, for what you face and what we need help with. Are there more coming?
Why, kind sirs, we have just been through the fiercest of battles, and we are all that remains. But know this, that we are the toughest of them all.
You must be if you are the only three of the king's city guard that remain. So you are here to help us with our problem then. Do you wish more explanation, or did the king dispatch a rider to advise you on what we need you to do, and perhaps may slip a little bit past the king's eyes and into your pockets?
You see, we found the horse, but the rider was slain as well, and the horse was bleeding out. So we were not able to get the message from the king of the supplementary information.
Okay, I rolled, and the guy believes this so far. Okay, he said good, and he's just walking back and forth, and he's very agitated, and he said, you must go into the hills on the other side of the fields. He said, because we are losing people at a rate of 2 a day to something unseen that lurks in the fields. Poor Jeffrey was out the other day with his brother William. William was taken by something, and the only information he could give us was it had a weird sound before he was taken and dragged through the long grass and away towards the hills. I asked him what that sound was, and he said,
So does he want us to like go find him then, and then he's gonna pay us for it, or what?
is he safe to be around? You're a doctor.
He is. But if we ask him if there's a bounty, he might think we're bounty hunters instead of actual kingsmen like them.
Well, yeah, but I was wondering if he wants us to just go find the guy and bring him back. We're kind of under the assumption he's going to pay us kind of under the table a little bit. That's kind of what I got from that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We can talk deals later, I guess.
So are we looking for Jeffrey, William, both?
For clarity, they have had 5 people disappear in the last week.
Do you know if they still survive? I asked the.
Jeffrey is the only one that has seen what has happened. He and William were out in the fields, and they heard, and William was dragged to the ground and like sucked through the tall grass. And Jeffrey ran back, made it inside to give a report on what happened. That is all the information that he has for you guys. Said, as King's Guard, you must help us to figure out what is happening to my people.
Okay.
Well, we
check it out.
We will do our kingly duty.
Oh, bless you. Bless you. I will get Jeffrey, and he will show you where William was taken.
Well, I got a question. Do you have any supplies that may aid us with this?
Good thinking. It is getting, okay. You ask him that, and he goes, of course. What am I thinking? He said, what has ever happened to my people? It has been long enough now where I do not hold out hope that they will be found with breath in their lungs. He said, let us go into the village, and you may eat and rest in the inn on us, of course. And in the morning, before Jeffrey takes you out, by all means, you may visit our town square and check their wares to see if they have anything that you think might aid in figuring out why our people are getting dragged away after they hear the.
Okay.
So,
or second question, do you have any additional soldiers that may be able to aid us, or are your resources spent?
they're spent. Three of the five guys, or three of the five people that have gone missing have been city guards, and that was part of his plea to the king, was to send more aid to find out what's going on, and recruits to fill up the garrison.
Oh, okay.
So if you have no more questions for me, I will show you into the inn where you may eat and sleep, and in the morning I will meet you and show you the town square. So basically what happens is the gate opens up, he leads you guys in, you see basically a spiral, or the town or the village is made in a circle. Wooden walls. They're on the outside. Next to the walls, there are like one-room shacks. All the way in the back of the town is a big house. You think probably that's where this guy lives. And then there are in the city square, as he leads you through it to the end, which is next to his house, you see booths set up for people to conduct their wares. You see a blacksmith place. You see a couple other ones that are either covered up or empty. So he leads you into the inn, and he tells Nur. He said, Nur, who's behind the bar, he said, I need to rent your 2 rooms out on the city, of course, and I need all the food that these 3 fine city guards can eat to fill their bellies up. And Nur responds, yes, fine, they are going to help us with our problem. And he said, our problem, Yancey? And Yancey replies, yes, they are here at the king's request to aid us. And so you guys sit down at a table, and there's a load of food come out to you, and you get your bellies full. Nur brings you upstairs. He says, I only have 2 rooms, but the linen is fresh. And he said, they're yours for the night. Either me or my wife can be reached. Just wake us up if you require anything. And he said, with your acceptance, I will take my leave. And you guys have 2 rooms. You can, whatever. 2 of you sleep together. All you sleep in one. Whatever works. Yeah. The next morning. If you guys are, yeah.
I just want to say that my conscience just pointed out that we could cut Bob in half, so both of us would have half a Bob in the room with us.
That'd be a little bit more.
Now he cuddles up by the foot of the bed, anyways. So.
Yeah, I don't. That's pretty tough regenerating for getting cut in half.
Yeah, that'd be a bunch of hard rolls.
I'm not a
Good
worm.
idea though. Good idea though. Okay, so now the next morning comes, and Mayor Yancey is waiting for you guys as you guys come down the stairs. And he said, great, you guys are awake. He said, we have lost another poor soul to whatever is in the grass. He said, one of our leading ladies turned her back and her children ran away. And one of them came screaming back into town that they were playing in the crops and they heard a strange sound, and next thing you know, her sister was knocked to the ground and drug away from her. So please, I will show you the city center and you may gear up, but you have to, I implore you to get on with your investigation. So after he tells you that, there is a couple bowls of stew shoved in, or a bowl of stew shoved into your hands, and you're ushered out the door and to the city center. In the city center, you see a blacksmith banging away on his anvil. You see next to his booth is and the closest one to the inn is a lady that you recognize as the innkeeper's wife. She has cooked meats hanging from her booth, along with fresh fruit. You see another booth with a glass case, a wood case with glass on the top of it, and a big L padlock. And as you look inside, you see rings lined up. Them are the only three that are open right now.
Okay.
So,
well, since this is new, I'd like to check out the ring shop quick.
okay.
Okay.
You go up to Wilma, is her name, and she runs the ring booth, and she has 3 rings in a row. One has a ruby set in top of it. It is a gold ring with a ruby. One has it's a silver ring with a topaz. You know, I think they're yellow. And then the other one is a black, some kind of a black ring with a green gem, like an emerald put in it.
Okay.
And she opens up the lid and she lets you look.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her. Are these rings just renowned for their beauty, or do they have special properties? So.
And she explains to you that these are the last of her supply that she bought in the King City. And if you look closely, all 3 of the gems glow.
All 3 of the gems glow.
Glow, yeah, they all glow. You know, a faint glow to them.
Does she kind woman Wilma, do you know what special properties these rings have? Have they been used?
I have not had the courage to put them on, but at night, the silver one with the gold yellow topaz emits a beautiful white light. So it'd be like a glowing ring.
Might be able to see in the dark with that. Yeah. I'd like to ask her how much is the red jeweled ring?
The okay, she reaches underneath and she pulls out some papers and she starts looking, and she goes, the ruby ring. She goes, that one. She goes, that one I will let go for 1,200 toots. She ruffles through some more. The silver ring with the gold topaz. She said that one, after I paid for it, she goes, I will let that go for 600 toots. And the black metalled ring with the green glowing gem in it. That one, she said, to break even, she goes, I would need 1,400 toots.
Okay.
So what colored gems do you have there, like within the stuff? Like mixed in with your rings, what colored gems do you have on them?
So there's a black ring with a green gem.
Okay.
There's a gold ring with a red gem, and a silver ring with a yellow topaz-ish ring. And that one, she tells you, emits the glowing white light at night.
So
I would be interested in a ring. May I go around to sell some goods to accumulate the toots?
Anything. She goes, oh, my well, what am I thinking? You guys are the King's Guard. You were sent here to help find our missing townsfolk. She goes, I can't ask that much of you guys. She goes, I will take 100 toots off the price of all the rings if they will aid you in returning our townsfolks.
Because here's what I got thinking in my zombie mind. Since I can cut my arm off and regrow it, I want to cut my arm off, skin it, and I want to start building an infinity gauntlet like in the Marvel movies. So far, I have a red, a blue, and a green. I need a yellow, an orange, and a purple. So you have a yellow one. I want that one. So I only have 504 toots. So.
Oh, well, are you going to translate somebody to this lady? Because she's obviously kind of sweating and kind of scared.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I can't even begin to paraphrase what he said. So, so
it's crazy. We'll leave him here with you while we go and sell some goods.
Oh no! Please take him with you.
Will you kindly knock off another 200 toots per ring for us to take him with?
Oh, that's low. That is low. She goes, no, as scary as it is. She goes, my generosity only has limits, she says.
Well, I got a deal for her.
Okay.
Because, I don't have nearly enough toots to afford the red ring. However, I can offer her 800 toots, and then can also offer her a red gem that very closely represents or looks exactly like the gem within the ring as well.
Okay. Okay. Why don't you, if you wouldn't mind, list off your inventory of stuff that you have.
Okay. I have a +2 spear, axe, sword, club, 2 chainmail armors, claymore sword, 2 sapphire gems, 3 red gems, and 8 vegetables.
Okay. All right. You tell her that, and how many toots did you say you had?
Let's see there. I have about 854 total.
854. She said, Sonny, she goes, you look like a good and honest man. She goes, and you have to be one of the guards or the King's Guard, because there's only good people that are in the guardsmen.
Indeed.
Yes.
Hey, look at our partner here.
Yes. She would be willing to take, as a deal, because you are the King's Guardman, she will take 500 of your toots and the red gem.
Okay.
Red ball, and you have yourself a gold ring with a red ruby in it.
That is a deal more than well struck. Thank you, ma'am.
You are quite welcome, Tippy.
Okay.
And she also said, as far as your arms and your weapons go, she goes, if you guys, as much as I want you to start your investigation and find our missing, she goes, if you can wait an hour, one of the empty booths will be filled by our weaponsmith. And he might be, willing to take some of that off your hands. Okay.
Very good. But in the meantime, would you be interested in any tables or chairs?
I'll be back while you're going table.
Okay. She goes, no, I would not, but the blacksmith might be willing to buy them as wood for his fires.
Well, that's good, because I also have some burnt up logs for him.
Well, there you go.
Now, my kind lady, have you ever seen an item such as this? I reach into the bag and dramatically pull out a golden chalice with green rubies.
Oh, no, I have not. That is an exceptional piece. She goes, that would be wonderful. She said, may I see it?
Guys, do we let the lady look at our golden chalice with green rubies?
If she sits on my lap while doing it. Because then I'll be able to grab her.
That doesn't make it better, Bob.
I don't want her to steal our stuff. Fine, do whatever. Don't ever sit in my lap. Whatever.
Do we want to hold on to our golden chalice, or do we want to potentially sell it to earn some toots?
What are we really going to need it for?
As she asked you that, she's holding out her hand, and her other hand is hovering over the black ring.
Well, guys, I'm going to get this black ring.
Is that with the yellow stone?
Huh? No.
Is that with the yellow
ring with the green gem in it? I mean,
I need that yellow stone. I don't care what I have to give. I will.
I'm going to sell my stuff, to try to make the money. But if we can, but if you guys want to sell the golden chalice, I don't know what it does. We've had it since the first episode. It was sitting. Was the golden chalice in the spider's nest at the very beginning?
Yes.
Honestly, I completely forgot about the golden chalice at this point.
Yeah, so, it's like, I mean, its potential, it could be important, but it was in the starting room of where we were with the spiders, sitting in a spider nest that we just happened to find.
I don't think we'd really. It probably just somebody got gobbled up and they left it there. So, I'd say sell it.
Yeah,
So, my kind lady, you appear to be interested in our golden chalice with green rubies.
It is. If it is what I think it is, I am very interested.
What
would you be willing to pay or trade for such a...
What does she think it is?
Oh, before I ask that, what do you think this item is?
Oh, that is information that is not easily given unless you have the right amount of toots. I wish to examine the bottom of said chalice, and I will, just like I did with your young wizard, be truthful. I need you to find our missing townsman.
I say let her look at it. Let her examine it.
Okay. You may examine the chalice-like item.
Okay, so you hand it to her, she grabs it, she turns it upside down and she looks, and she kind of holds it like this to catch the right angle, and she goes, that is what I'm looking for. And she reaches in the case and grabs out the black and green ring and hands it to you. An even trade, she says.
Ask her what she's looking for.
There you go.
Ask her what she was looking for at the bottom of that thing. I don't want to trade anything now until we find out what this thing is.
What were you looking for?
I will be truthful. There's a mark on the bottom of this cup. And it is said that the marked golden cup is well known in the king's city, on the king's table. It was his cup that was lost and believed stolen. And it is said, if this is the right cup, that whatever liquid you put in it stays full.
Well, I don't care about that. I'm a zombie. I don't need to eat.
We've been doing good on food and water so far.
Well, and then I don't want to be carrying around a stolen cup of the king. I'd want to, if it's somebody that stole, I'd probably want to get rid of it. And I'd tell the king that she had it.
Yeah, looking like you do, you might get profiled.
Yeah, let's set her up.
Well, my kind lady, I really would like to part with this. But you see, we are but 3 travelers, and you present us with but 1 ring. We will need the other ring that we have yet to purchase as well, so we're all able to participate in this journey.
Boy, that is conduct from the King's Guard that I would not expect. Trying to haggle an old woman such as myself when I have been truthful with what I have, with what my word has been. And she holds it up to you again, the ring, and she still has the cup upside down.
I think we need that other one. I got to make my Infinity Gauntlet. If we don't get
Do you
that, it's
have-
not a deal.
Do you have the money for it?
Me?
No, Bob.
I'm 500, but I was going to ask with I have 3 blue gems. So I was going to ask if I could sell 2 of my blue gems or maybe cut my feet off again. Maybe she'd like my feet. So I got good currency there.
Hey, we already made a deal that we could no longer saturate the market with
Yeah,
your
exactly. Is this going to happen at every shop we go to?
You, while he's haggling with an old, while Bart's haggling, something catches her eye as the Wolfman holds up 2 of the blue gems, and she looks at him, and she looks down at the silver topaz ring, and she shakes her head, and she said, "That is more than a fair price for the other ring."
With the blue gem or with the yellow gem in it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So does that mean we got all 3 rings?
Yep.
Nice.
If you accept the deal, you would have the black and green one, Bort. That you don't know what it does. The
I know what
the
it is.
silver and topaz that emits the aura of light in the dark. Bob has, and the gold and ruby ring that you don't know what it does belongs to the wizard.
You good with this tip?
Yep, I'm fine.
Okay. My fine woman. Oh, wait a second.
Oh, your conscience.
We accept the deal.
Come on, Andrew.
What's that?
We accept the deal.
Okay, so you grab the ring, she takes the cup, and she shoves it inside her tunic, and basically then to speed things up,
Just keep it down, please.
for you guys go over to the blacksmith, Bort, for all of your tables and wooden chairs and burnt logs, the blacksmith will offer you 200 toots for all of it to take it
Okay,
off.
this is for the tables, chairs, and logs.
Yep.
Okay.
Tip, I take it you're going over to the weaponsmith.
Yeah, either the blacksmith or the weaponsmith. Try to solve these extra
Armors and weapons.
armors and weapons that I have. Yep.
Okay. For everything that you wanna sell to the probably the weaponsmith would take it. Come up with a good figure and let me know for everything you got that you want to sell.
At a +2 spear, an axe, a sword, a club. That let's see, 400, 500.
Do you want to hang on to the spear? It's a +2. I mean, it's staff like. I don't see why you couldn't use it if you want to.
That's a good point, but I also do have a claymore sword that does 2d6 for damage.
Oh, okay. All right.
So I'm using that as my backup weapon. You know.
Okay. All right. Then the armor smith he denies your offer and offers you 1,000 for all of that.
Oh,
For the spear.
axe, sword, club.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
I'll take that. That's fine.
All right. So mark that off your inventory.
And then I also have 2 chainmail armor.
The blacksmith would like that. He will offer you 200 toots apiece.
I'll do it.
Okay. So the blacksmith has all that. Anything else you want to sell? Yep.
Nope, I'm good.
You good? All right, Bort.
Okay, I got a leather tunic,
Okay.
2 sets of leather trousers, leather boots. I have 2 spears.
Okay, wait. Let's go with the leather stuff.
Okay.
The blacksmith wants that because he can cut the leather up and use it for his stuff. 200 toots for all the leather.
Very good.
Okay. And
Is this
what
a
else?
male or female blacksmith?
Oh, it's a big old strapping man.
I'm wondering if that matters.
Yeah.
It actually does. My conscience is upset.
Oh no.
Okay, I have 2 spears.
He's married though, and he's teaching his wife the art of blacksmithing. If that helps.
Okay.
All
I
right.
have 2
So
spears,
2 spears.
2 axes, a club, a dagger, 2 short swords. And that's what I have for weapons.
Okay. So between the weaponsmith and the blacksmith, they will pull their money up and give you 1,500 toots for all of that.
Very good.
Okay.
Then we have, we got one more thing of, one more leather shirt. I'm sorry, I missed that. I'll
Another
just throw that in with what.
All right.
I'll
Okay.
throw that in with what it was. And then we
Okay.
got 2 chainmail. I think Tippy had those as well. Was it 200 each?
200 each. He'll buy them. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Is that it?
Okay. Let's see here. Let's see here. I have 11 candles.
Between the innkeeper's wife, the blacksmith's wife, they will buy those for they're just candles, so 10 toots a piece.
Score.
What?
Score.
Score. Yeah.
Okay. And then, guys, do we want to hold on to our 36 square feet of bear fur?
Ooh.
I don't really know what we need it for. I mean, unless we need to make something with it on our adventure.
It's not like we haven't used it before, though, to make a bob.
I've been using it for a sleeping bag.
Yeah. Okay. I'll holding on to that. And then we have a rock-like egg with liquid filling.
I think I had one of those. I threw it at somebody and it did nothing, but
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. On to that then.
Yeah, nobody's really interested in a rock like egg.
Okay, so that's 2,210 toots.
Okay. Does somebody want to help the wolf zombie guy? If he has anything he wants to sell?
My conscience wanted me to say thank you very much, Smarty Pants Man. Thank you very much, Smarty Pants Man.
Ah, you
Like,
are welcome. You are welcome. Does somebody want to help the Bob?
Yep.
All right, so you're going to translate. Bob, you got anything you want to sell?
Not really sell, but I'm looking for, since you're a blacksmith, maybe you can make me something. I'm looking for a metal glove that I can put in my hand instead of a zombie skin glove. Would that be something you would be able to build for some toots?
with claws coming out of it.
So
No, my hands will be exposed on the end of it. They'll be fingerless.
Yeah, it's kind of like a metal knuckle, you know,
Yep.
like
Mm-hmm. Just
Yeah,
something that goes here, the
Seven.
back of the hand.
no, Final
Like a
Fantasy.
fingerless glove type of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's the weapon Zell had, right? Like metal knuckles.
Yep.
Yes.
yeah.
Yep. We're wondering if you were able to smith a. Oh my goodness, that would take some time to do though.
Well, maybe he's really good.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, Bob, what are your hands doing? Aren't you able to just slash people already, or are you biting people for your damage?
Biting and slashing. But if I have the gauntlet on, it's probably not going to do anything, but it looks cool.
Well, I mean, I have a set of iron gauntlets.
What was that?
I have a set of iron gauntlets. I don't think it does any more damage than what you already do, though.
Oh, I didn't know you had iron gauntlets.
Yeah, it does d6, d6, so one for each hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm at too with my claws.
Okay.
Yeah, in D&D, usually one size armor fits all, right? You know.
But
No, maybe.
yeah. But what?
I think this blacksmith
I'm
might be able to make
interested
a real
to hear what you have to say. What? Say it again, Bob.
The iron gauntlet's all nice and fine and dandy, but I think this blacksmith, he looks pretty special. I think he can make something pretty unique. Oh, and he has really nice eyes too. Tell him that.
So
Okay, my slobbery-tongued friend here says that you have. He sees your wares, and but he also has a fine eye for fine blacksmithing, and he was wondering if you would be able to smith a set of I don't know, iron gauntlet fists for him.
Razor gauntlets.
These are gauntlets? Brazier?
Razor.
all right. Well, he hears your want. He goes back by the blower for the forge. He opens up a chest. He reaches into the chest. He shuts the chest. He comes back and walking back, and he said, the forge is cold now. It would take all day to get it warmed up enough. But I do have this. And what he hands you is basically a leather glove with iron plates that start stacking on themselves. And it's basically a plate mail glove. So there'd be a leather glove, and there'd be band metal here, and then another one that overlapped, and another one that overlapped, and another one that overlapped. And he's only got one.
How much would you want for that? I don't know.
It's plate leather, so it's better. You know, it's steel, so it's better than.
Do you get your cup?
No.
Okay.
So it would be.
Could you go
He said,
grab
"I'll start with
Sadie's
this
cup and fill it up?
for 150 toots.
Sorry, I thought I was muted.
If I gave you these 4 gems I had, would you be able to forge those onto my gauntlet for me?
No. But in the king cities, blah, 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 I would not. My skills are not what you need. He said, I have heard rumor in the king city that there is a smith that has knowledge of metal and gems.
All right. Well, I think 150 sounds great. So
Okay. All right. So it's like a fingerless leather glove with plates of steel.
Okay.
All right.
Get my toots. Oh, it's gonna be
So
so cool.
Everybody's got their inventory the way they want it.
Oh,
Yep.
what hand was that glove?
Uh,
It was left-handed, right?
no, leave it up to the dice. Even it was left. Odd it was right. Even so it was left. And basically, if you put it on, it raised one to your AC.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
So
cool.
Does the fine blacksmith have anything in the bow department?
oh, the bow department. Let's roll for it and find out. I rolled a 2, so no, he does not do bows. He is a iron and steel smith. So everybody got their inventories the way they want it. No more to
Yep.
sell.
Yep.
Any other
Does the-
wants?
Does the blacksmith know of anybody else who would sell a purple or an orange gem?
The best answer he can tell you would be in the King City.
Okay.
And I'm supposed to say that the comment on the blacksmith, that the blacksmith has an excellent pair of trousers.
Oh, well, thank you, young sir. My wife made them. It is general. It was made from Albert, who was our prize pig last year. He gave his life for my trousers.
Where did
Okay.
you put the snout?
Yeah, really.
Exactly. Like I said before, you don't waste your prized animals.
That's right.
Oh,
That's on a T-shirt somewhere.
Okay.
So if everybody has their inventories the way they want them, nobody has any wants or other needs. Oh, wait. Okay.
In the town square, I want to put on the black ring.
Oh, boy. Okay.
I got to see what this
You-
thing.
All right. You tell me what hand and what finger you're putting it on.
Let me think here.
you have to go to the bathroom? You have to go to the bathroom? Are you okay?
Pinky of my left hand.
Pinky of your left hand.
Rest of you by 11 o'clock, okay?
That's what I'm doing.
Good job.
You slide this ring on your pinky, and it's too big.
Oh, crap.
That's what you think, because it's too big. But all of a sudden, as it gets to your knuckle, your second knuckle up by your hand, it shrinks and it fits tightly onto your pinky, and your whole hand turns green.
Can I still
Is it
move the
hurt?
hand?
What's that?
Can I still move the hand?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Any
Does it
pain?
No, but I seen you go like this. Were you drawing a bow? Were you
Yes.
drawing a weapon? You were. All right, and that is the hand. That is your lead hand, correct?
Yes.
As you knock an arrow, that arrow, which is a normal arrow, starts dripping a green drop that falls to the ground and it sizzles.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And as you look, the arrowhead part is green colored, and it's leaking green fluid onto the ground that sizzles.
Okay. So I'm assuming I get to figure out later what the damage properties are for that, right? Okay.
Yeah. Anything else?
All right, since he opened this can of worms, I want to put my ring on too. So
You're gonna put your ring on. All right. Um, okay, we're gonna do the. All right, we're gonna do this the way we used to do it with rings. Give me Ort for your arrows. For your arrows, and like if you were.
Upper command. All right, good.
Oh, you're fine. So basically, you think to yourself, oh, wow, that's really weird. So you grab a sword or your other weapon on your belt, and the blade of that weapon turns green. And the tip of it starts dripping the same colored fluid onto the ground. Basically, this ring turns whatever you use for a weapon into a acid secreting weapon. So for damage, I would like you to roll a what did we used to use? We used to use. I'm gonna have you roll a six. Yeah, I'm gonna have you roll a six-sided.
2.
Okay. It adds 2 points of damage, acid damage, to whatever weapon you're using. And then, why don't you have your? Did you roll that, or did your conscience roll that?
My conscience rolled it.
With what hand?
My conscience is right hand.
Okay. Why doesn't your conscience try to use her left hand and see if she does better?
4.
All right. So it does 4 points of damage to whatever weapon you're holding. And now, why don't you roll another six-sided?
5.
For 5 rounds. So that's 20 points over 5 rounds, basically.
And does it stack?
No. Once they're infected with the acid, they're infected. Okay. So that's what was it? 4 points, 5 turns. All right. Now we go to the red ring of Mr. Tippy. What hand do you put that on, sir?
Oh, so left hand.
Left hand. What hand do you hold this staff of ice missiles with?
Right hand.
Okay. All right. You put on your left hand. You put the ring on, and it's too big. But as soon as you get it by the knuckle, it shrinks and it fits really tight. And that finger turns red.
Okay.
Whatever you basically. No, wait. Let me rephrase that. That whole hand turns red.
No, I said no.
Touch with that hand. Roll a six-sided for me.
I'm sorry. I get that last sentence.
Okay, roll a six-sided for me.
Okay. 4.
4. Whatever you touch, with that hand that the ring's on, bursts into flame, and it does 4 points of damage. Now roll another six-sided.
2.
2. No, wait a minute. I'm gonna change that. Whatever you touch does 4 points of damage for as long as you hold your hand there. Okay? So if you grab somebody by the shoulder, they're taking 4 points per turn until you take your hand off. Okay?
Yeah.
Good?
Yep.
Okay. Bob, you gonna put yours on?
Yeah. If I put it on, am I able to take it off later, or is it stuck in my hand?
You don't know.
Screw it, I'll put it on.
Okay. What hand?
Right hand.
Right hand. You put yours on, and nothing happens.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Yeah, nothing happens right now.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I got some.
Do you wait 1 second? You forgot something, Bob, in the room that you slept in. So you go back in the inn and it's darker than the outside, but you look down at your hand and the ring is glowing and there's a white light that is lighting up the room.
Ah.
As soon as you walk back outside, the glow is gone.
Ah.
Mm-hmm. Write that down though, so you don't forget. Okay, Tip, what?
No, I changed my mind. I'm gonna wait till later to
Okay.
ask this question.
Okay. All right. Well, it's a couple hours here we're going on, so this episode was just kind of to get you guys to sell your stuff and set up for the next big bad monster, which will be the next time we play. Which if you guys are cool, we could do it again next week.
Absolutely.
I am all my dice next week.
Okay. All right. Then we're gonna finish and wrap this one up. If everybody's inventories are good, the way they want it, looking to buy anything else, you're
We didn't get
good.
any XP or anything this week, right?
No, not for selling and buying. No.
Well, we did it so well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I suppose I could give you 2 XP for cutting your feet off.
Yeah, exactly. Now Bob's going to be looking for foot fetishists all over the
What
kingdom.
up, stubby?
Hey,
All
look,
right.
you've got quite the job being the DM for us three.
I know. We're all over the place.
You gotta think on your feet with you three, I'll tell you.
We don't want to make it easy.
But that's the fun part. So,
Oh, yeah.
all right. If everybody's good, I'm gonna end this. Bart, would you like to say any last final thoughts? You're good.
Always wear trousers.
Perfect. Bob, any?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Bye.
You should maybe clean your shower back there. It looks a little dirty.
What's a shower? What's that?
Yeah, really.
And I'm sitting on the toilet.
Tiffy, anything you want to add or say anything?
No, a lot of deals well struck this week. So.
Cool. Yeah, and now we're gonna pick up next week. You guys have your purchases, your bags of holding are lighter, and old Gerald is waiting by the gate out of the village to show you what had happened to his brother William. So for Bort, Bob, and Tippy, this is Dudu saying thank you for watching and come back next week. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Indeed.